Launching your
taking
six.
Charlie. We control Charlie. We've taken the lead. We've lost Bravo. Securing Alpha. Enemy securing Charlie. Alpha secure. The enemy took Charlie.
Switching mags!
We're taking Bravo. Losing Alpha. The enemy has captured 2 objectives. Fast hands. Securing objective Charlie. Charlie secure. Enemy securing Alpha.
Fire!
We've lost Alpha.
Tossing a decoy!
Watch your fire, idiota!
We're losing Charlie. Securing objective Alpha. We've lost all objectives. We have to turn this around now.
Changing mags!
Securing objective Bravo. Securing Charlie. We're taking Bravo. Bravo secure. Objective Charlie secure.
Requesting
UAV on
recon
station.
flyover!
We're losing Bravo. The enemy took Bravo. We're taking Alpha.
You're only at 2-4!
We control Alpha. Objective Charlie is compromised. Get it back. Enemy's taking Alpha. UAV standing by.
Decoy out!
We're losing Alpha.
Requesting recon flyover!
Copy. UAV is on station.
We're taking Charlie. The enemy controls 2 objectives. The enemy captured all objectives. Fight back. We control Charlie.
Requesting close air! Target marked! Contact!
On approach.
Cover is down!
Bravo.
Corrected. Be advised. UAV.
Friendly UAV online. Securing objective Bravo.
Switching mags!
Enemy fighter!
Round. Push them. The enemy holds 2 objectives. Secure those positions. Securing objective Alpha. Enemy securing Charlie. Enemies taking Charlie. Bravo secure. Enemy securing Bravo.
Changing mags.
Right flash!
I'm on your side.
Securing Charlie. The enemy captured all objectives. Fight. We're taking Alpha. Charlie
Swapping
secure.
mags.
Look alive!
Changing mag. Throwing thermite. Activated.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Got them back. Contact.
Friendly UAV on station. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by.
Got this one.
High alert activated. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Loading transmitter.
Enemy personnel at the hardpoint. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Locating the next hardpoint.
Are you gonna keep playing Modern Warfare?
I was watching Sons of the Force video on my phone.
Enemy personnel at the hardpoint. Hostile bomb drone is active.
You said you're streaming
Yeah.
Location updated.
and you're watching a Sun Wars video on your phone instead of playing?
No, I'm playing, and I'm just like listening to it with my mic muted.
Oh.
It went from like decently warm here, like 40, 50, 60 for like a week, back down to cold as shit,
Yeah.
and I think it made me sick.
That blows.
Complete. Keep fighting. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by.
That or it's from working out.
I will say this, for like the first like 2 weeks of working out, for some reason, it's just like your body's like, nah,
I mean,
I'm gonna be sick.
from like an immune response standpoint, it makes sense. Like your body doesn't have the energy or the resources. It's not on that protocol anymore. Where it's in a constant, like, elevated immune response and recovery. And it's prioritizing recovery over immune response.
You know what I was thinking about today?
Huh?
That manga.
Which one?
Mine. Well,
Oh,
mine that doesn't exist.
the one that you've been thinking about.
Yeah. I don't know why, just all of a sudden today I was like, you know, it'd be really cool to think about that.
When did we talk about that?
For like the first time, about like 2 years ago. Second time, about a year ago. And now it's been like 8 months since the last time I talked about it.
Yeah, because it was before I got the house. And it's been
Yeah.
7 months here. So it's
Yeah,
been a hot
yeah.
minute. And this is what I was telling you 8 months ago. You just need to start doing it. Even though it's going to suck at first, just start putting bullshit down on paper or like a fucking Word document.
Yeah. I
Because
really don't have
right now you'd be 2 years in, you'd be a year in or 8 months in.
I I just never really have the time except for on the weekends, and I'd rather be doing something else. I just need to like take the plot that I have and pitch it to like a writer and be like, please make this because I'm looking forward to the anime. Thank you.
I would keep it. I would keep it all to yourself. To be honest, keep it all to yourself. Write it out yourself. That way, it's exactly what you want. And then, if it pops off, you have all the rights to it and shit. And if it doesn't, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
You probably need to make more of a product than an idea. Where you can copyright it.
Well,
And
it's
then,
not like I'm
once it's protected, you can have somebody tweak it.
not really like the only reason I want to do this is because I can't find a freaking anime that satisfies my freaking need for adventure, you know? Like, dude, it's just I don't feel like it's that hard. Like, I don't understand why they're putting out 55,000 isekais a year, dubbing them immediately, and they're all dog shit. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not that hard to write a good story that's more than just fucking, oh, I got isekai into this new world. I'm super OP and fucking tits. Like, what?
Um,
Like, I don't understand it. Like, why can't it be like, oh, you know, just this normal kid that actually lives in this fantasy world, not isekai at all, just fucking born. Oh, this is his training. This is how he got freaking to be an adventurer. Oh, this is the adventure guild that he's in. And then like like fairy tale, but like not fairy tale. Like fairy tale, but a completely different story, more adventure, um, more along the lines of like an actual like adventurers guild instead of their guild's more like a I get it that it's an adventurers guild, but it's less of an adventurers guild and more of like just like a club, you know? Like I feel like it's not it doesn't focus on the adventuring enough. Of like, oh hey, I'm gonna take this task and I'm gonna go do it, and it's not gonna be like
that's the entire show, though. Everything they're doing, they're on a job.
yeah, I know, but like it's more of a like how do I put this? There's an underlining story that overall takes over the adventuring. Like it's less of an adventuring.
You want like all the filler episodes to just be the story. Like this is the show, but it's not filler. It's actually good content.
Yeah, not filler though. Like yeah, I'm just talking about like
So what do you want? Hold on. Do you want the reset button?
a reset button.
Yeah, like like Family Guy, American Dad, all the like South Park. They'll go do something, and then next episode that thing like might have a callback, but it has no hold on the show. Like it doesn't
No,
matter
not at
that
all.
Peter broke his arm last episode. This episode, it's been 4 years, and it doesn't matter. And then the next episode after that, it's been 10 days, and his arm is still broken. Like
So it's kind of weird to explain, like what goes on in my head because it's a freaking maze up there. But like I've already told the whole story. Like I already know exactly what the whole story I want to be is. It's up there.
so,
It's been thought through. I already have it down. I would just have to put it on paper. But it's just a plot, a main storyline. It's not. I don't have any
all the details.
name. Yeah, I don't have the details. I don't have the names. I
So
don't have
here,
the-
Haley is always watching these, or not watching. She's always reading these fucking romance porn books.
Yeah, I got you. Just fucking romance books, romance novels. That's all you have to say. Hello?
No, her books are like a bullshit plot so that you can justify describing these two characters having sex.
Text. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's what she
Some
likes.
stupid black shit.
And she always complains. Like she'll do one and she'll go, I fucking hate this book. I'm done reading it. They did this to the character and it should have been like this. I'm like, why don't you fucking write your own? And I tell her, it's like writing a paper. Like, write down, just in a list, all of your major plot points. Like right now, you could open a Google Doc and just type out your major plot points. Your character is born. The fucking dad dies when he's a kid. And then he
Yes, I
gets
have
attacked by a
all of that
monster
in
and
my
that
head.
changes his life. So write it down. That way it becomes
I've already written it
cemented.
Yeah.
And now just fill that gap between the first and the second one. Either make like sub plot points. You know, all the smaller events in between those two, and then go back later and fill in the details, or just write the whole thing. I would do smaller plot points in between those. And then whenever you have half an hour, you can do like a page or 2 pages of details.
See, but that's my thing. I can't do details. Like, I don't know how to at all. Like, I
Let's just
can't
spend all day thinking
create.
about it.
I can't create a conversation between 6 different people with all 6 different personalities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not diminishing the effort and time it takes
So that
for
part,
these writers to
no,
do
that part,
this.
the
No,
dialogue,
I can't do it.
that part, I would just leave. Like the details can be, okay, we have the character and he's narrating. You know, like a writer's note. So and so narrates these 10 lines.
I
Or
don't
it's in
know. I would
italics, so you
need
know it's in his voice. And then he wakes up and he's, you know, realizes he's in this world or goes out and does whatever.
yeah.
He talks to his friend. And we don't know what the conversation is. We just know that he talks to his friend, and that's a different writer's note that suggests dialogue. And when it's all said and done, then you can go back and fill that dialogue.
See, I just
And
don't feel like that's
well, once you have the entire story laid out, you'll probably know the characters well enough to understand the way they think.
well. Okay, so how do I put this? I could probably do all of it.
You can. People have done it before. There's a
It would just
guy.
take
There's a
lot of
guy.
work.
He has a series called The Gray Man. Have you heard of this? It's a line of books. He has like 12 or 13 books.
Nope.
His books got adapted into the movie The Gray Man on Netflix, starring Ryan Gosling. He said it takes him, he went on Joe Rogan and he was explaining all this. He said it takes him about a year. Are you on Sons of the Forest? Is that what we're playing?
I'm like downloading the update for Call of Duty right now.
Do you want to stay playing Call of Duty?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling the force right now.
Um,
I have a major glare coming from behind me, so I'm not trying to play a dart game.
thought you were supposed to figure that out today.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna run to the store and buy a projector screen to cover up my window today.
You don't need
Or
a
whatever you wanna call
projector
that.
screen.
Whatever, like, I don't even know exactly what to buy.
You could just get a piece of foam board and tape it to the wall.
No, I cannot do anything like that.
Use
This is not
masking
my
tape.
house. I'm not allowed to do it.
Yeah, you could use masking tape because it's foam board,
No.
so it's really light, and the masking tape is meant to go on paint, not rip the paint off.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm saying like I'm not even allowed to like move furniture in my room right now. Like I'm not like it's not my room, it's her room. You know what I'm saying?
That's stupid.
I mean, they're letting me live with them, so fuck it.
He went on Joe
No,
Rogan and
I
he
don't
was
have any
explaining
stuff.
it takes about a year for him to write one book. And he has his method. You know, he wakes up at 8 in the morning, goes out to, like, it's a separate building from his house, but it's pretty much his garage. And he has a little setup in there, and he gets on his computer and he just writes, you know, all willy nilly
All day, every day.
for 4 hours, from 8 a.m. till noon, and then he's done. Like, he's not forcing it. He's just, this is my window. I'm not answering my phone. Don't fucking talk to me. It's out of my house, away from my kids, away from the dogs, away from my wife. And I
See,
can just get in the mindset of the characters. But
I don't have
what
that time.
the point? Well, no, he's been doing this for years. And this is his full-time job. What I'm saying is, right now, today, 13 books in. Have you heard of Tom Clancy?
Yeah.
This guy intimately knew Tom Clancy personally. When Tom Clancy died, Tom Clancy left the rights to the books, or like the responsibility of continuing the series, to this guy. So he does the Tom Clancy series. Jack Ryan is Reacher or Preacher. Tom
Preacher.
Clancy, the video game, like, it's this guy, and he does his Gray Man series. He says that he typically hates his books until like the last week. Like, he's had publishers measure the books for covers. So they know what size the cover needs to be to fit around the book properly, and then he's gone and taken out entire chapters and rewrote them and changed the book, and the literal size of the book has changed in the last week. Like, you just need to do it, and way at the end, it's just magically gonna fucking tie itself together, and all the loose ends are gonna disappear, and it's gonna make sense.
I think you really, how do I put this? You're really diminishing what these people do. You're making it sound like it's the easiest thing in the world when these people have either college like education on the subject,
On
have
writing,
written their entire lives.
no, it's fiction.
What?
There, or it's made up. Like,
Yeah,
yes, they have good grammar and shit, but these people don't
they literally
edit their
have
own books.
but tons of education, tons of hard work put into this, and I cannot just be like, oh yeah, let me just do this. Like I'm not gonna be good at it unless I put the time in, and I'm not willing to do that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not willing to put the time in to learn how to do it, to then do it, and then it's a lot of time that I don't have because I actually have a full-time job. Like I'm not doing this full time, and I'm not planning on doing this for money. I just want it done so I can freaking watch an anime.
I
This
have
is selfish.
I have confidence in you, and I'd
Do
like to.
you?
Yeah, I have faith in you, and I'd like to be able to say I know the artist who wrote that anime. So you need to get to it.
I do want to put some stuff down on paper. I mean, well, I did at one point put stuff down on paper.
Exactly. Like,
I
if
just
you
can't.
you do have time, whether you realize it or not, you have time. Even if it's you pull up your phone and
30
you hit the
minutes a day.
microphone and you just fucking start talking to it while you're on your lunch break. and all of a sudden you'll have 300 pages of what appears to be nonsense, and you just go clean it up. Like,
See, it's
if you spent the
definitely not
last
as easy
if
as
you
you
spent
put
the
it
last
down.
2 years thinking about this, like
No,
when
I
I
have the
when
full
I
story.
drive to
Like,
work, I'm
what you
having
don't
a
understand.
conversation in my head with a made up person in a made up scenario. So
Yes.
if I gave purpose to that, and I said, okay, I'm this character talking to this character. We just finished killing that monster, and I know the direction that the story needs to go in. How do I get it there? And I can just rant.
See, but it's so hard to do that without sounding cliche and having cliche
Every
topics
anime
and
ever
or.
fucking is cliche and sounds
And
cliche.
I'm trying to be something different.
So just
You
get it out there, and then you can
I'm
clean it up
tired.
afterwards.
I'm tired of the fucking
You have
cliche
to
shit.
have material to rework the material.
Yeah. Agreed. I don't know. I was just thinking about it today.
Because you're
That's all
not
it was.
going to just you're not gonna have an epiphany one night, wake up and fucking pound out an entire
A book.
light novel and then manga that will be adapted in the next week to an anime. You need to
Right,
shit
obviously.
on paper until the shit is so dense that it fucking under the weight of itself.
So I could start working on the first book right now.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like legit, the first light novel could be started and probably completed within, I would say, probably a year. Probably not rough draft, or probably a rough draft, probably not final product. I could have, because I know exactly what I
Oh my
want
god.
for the start, the end, and everything in between. I know exactly what I want it to be. I just don't know character names. I don't know personalities of said characters. Only the mains, you know? Like, I know that I want Fang to be like I know his personality. I know what I want him to be as a child and what I want him to become as an adult and everything that has to happen to him for that to happen. I know all that, right? I know how I want him to be at the start of the story and how I want him to be at the end of the first book. I know what friends he want, what I want. Like I want him to have like a childhood friend, obviously, in the village, but said friend is not going to be like a part of the rest of the story, if that makes any sense. And then the people around him that are teaching him how to fight and how to, be a good person, stuff like that. I have all that, but I just would have to create the actual real life conversations, and that is what stumps me. Like, I can write all this down as a broad topic, but to get down into the details of like his master speaking to him and telling him what to do so he can do it, and the conversation that would have to pursue for that to happen, that's the part that's hard to write down.
Um
Like I could write down some cliche shit, but like I'm not gonna do that.
you need First of all, did you get my invite? Just send it again.
I like to change some things. God, you play this game too much.
Uh,
314. That's what I'm talking about.
I have um I have 357 hours, something like that.
But what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get stupid Chat GPT to work because that's what you need to be doing is using Chat GPT to fucking figure out this dialogue for you.
No, I don't want to do that. Dude, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some cliche shit. Like that's gonna bring up some disgusting fucking dialogue that I wouldn't want to read myself. So why would I fucking put it in my book? Oh, I have no idea what I want to do.
Got your six. Switching back.
Enemy UAV overhead. Kill confirmed. Eliminate targets and secure their tags to win.
I was trying to get Chat GPT to work, so I don't remember what you said last about
Decoy out.
the anime.
Oh, pretty much I was just saying like I know everything that I want to pursue in the anime. It's just hard to think of the conversations that would have to happen for like Feng to grow up like I want him to, and for everybody to love the characters that I want them to love, and hate the characters that I hate them or want them to hate. Find the characters that are annoying. Like the actual personalities that would have to be in the character. Like
Um,
you have to think of like all the animes that you've watched, right?
well, here's what I think already, just based on that. I think you need to write the characters not so that people hate or like them, but like you have to give them morals. This character is doing what is right morally in this situation. Like this guy's being a good guy and this guy's being a bad guy. And everybody who watches it will interpret it on their own. Like I don't think you're going to be able to write.
You 100% can, and that's what makes a good anime. Like in my opinion,
No, like look at
when
Fairy Tail. Do you like Loxus?
do I like Loxus?
Yeah.
No, because he is literally written so you don't fucking like him until the very end.
But
And
I
yes,
always
do
like
like him towards
Loxus.
the end. No, you did not.
He's an
not
asshole,
like
but I like
Roxas.
him. I wanted to see
Oh.
more of him.
Okay, yeah. I'm saying like you didn't like him as a person. Like you didn't.
I don't know if I
enjoy
would be his
personality when
friend if he was
fucking-
real, but
Yeah,
I
'cause he was
liked seeing him in the anime. I liked when he showed up. Like, okay, this is gonna be a great episode because Loxus is in it.
See, I disagree. I think every episode that Loxus was in, I was like some of my least favorite episodes.
No,
Until
especially when he starts like fighting for
being
the
good.
guild and
Yeah.
trying to fucking save Gramps. Like,
When he freaking like gives
gives
his,
Natsu his
yeah.
lacrim or whatever.
Yeah, that was sick. But that's see, I don't know. That's like the only time that I personally like Noxus, whatever his name is.
Loxus.
Loxus. There you go.
And what about
Trying to say fucking Natsu and Loxus together.
who's the steel dragon?
Starts with a G, I forget.
Gajil.
Gajil, yeah.
Gajil, like in the twins, the black and white twins, the shadow and light dragon twins,
Yeah.
or brothers.
Well,
These are all like asshole characters that are still likable.
exactly. Okay, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what makes a good anime. You can have an absolutely complete fucking dickhead, and yet he's still lovable somehow. And it's like, that's good writing. That's good fucking writing right there. Gajul is like probably the best way of even explaining it. Like, his personality is shitty. It's not fucking good.
But
Yet,
he's always doing the right thing or the good
love
thing,
him.
and he's always saying mean things. Like, I think that's
He's not always doing the right thing. Sometimes he does the wrong things.
no. Once he joins the guild, he's a fucking good guy, and they stage it to appear like he's betrayed the guild, but it really Gramps has
He
him
was
double
being a-
fucking
yeah, double.
double agent. Like, but that's what I'm saying. You have to write out the plot. You have to know, okay, we're gonna introduce Gajil. He's gonna be the bad guy. They're gonna get into a fight. Gramps is gonna talk to him privately. We're not gonna reveal this until later.
Like, I know, like, if there were anybody that was like an anime fan that watches this in the future on your stream, like somehow sees this fucking clip, I'd probably get fucking hung on a cross. But an example of a anime that does not do it well, just terribly, Dragon Ball Z. Shit.
What do you mean?
Absolute shit. The way that they do their freaking, oh, this guy was a fucking bad character 10 seconds ago, but now he's like fucking on our side. And every single freaking enemy that ever goes through, like the way that Naruto does it versus the way that Dragon Ball does it.
I can't think
Naruto
of an
is
example that you're talking about for Dragon Ball.
What do you mean? Every single villain that is introduced into Dragon Ball becomes a friend?
No.
Yes.
It
Vegeta.
depends.
Vegeta. Okay.
Vegeta is a long-time character. Piccolo is a totally different scenario because King Piccolo was evil, got split into two people. The good version of him stayed, and that is Piccolo, and the bad version of him died. So it makes sense that the good version of him, all of the good in his heart, became friends with the group that gave him life. You know, Vegeta still fucking hates Goku. Every second that he's on screen, he's fucking mean mugging Goku or talking shit about him.
No, he's
Kakarot, you
not.
idiot. Yeah.
But that's like that's out of love. Like fucking Vegeta loves fucking Goku, dude.
Maybe
you're
deep
tripping.
down, like there's this competitive, like, I need this guy around so that I can be better than him.
The only reason that it seems like he doesn't.
But that's taken
that he
that's taken a
dislikes
long
him.
time to get like that.
Yeah, the only reason it seems like he dislikes him is because of
Vegeta
his
has
competitive
Vegeta
nature.
has killed or literally tried to kill Goku quite a few times.
Yes, I understand this.
So like, but that's one example. I mean, there
I just
there
don't
are
think that they
examples
do it.
like where I mean, but that's the whole story is Goku's just going around making friends, fighting strong people. All of the real villains, Frieza's, they're not friends. Cell, they're not
But
friends.
yeah, but Frieza 100% is on the good side now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
How is Frieza on the good side?
During the fucking Universal Championship or whatever, I forget what it's called, where all the universes are like fighting
The
against each
tournament
other.
of the universe, but
Yes,
he
like
he
he's
he
100%, and
gets
then
he gets into the tournament because they need him. They say, "Hey, we will release you from hell if you fight in this tournament." And he said, "Yeah, I don't want to be in hell, so fine, I'll go fight." And he doesn't do shit for most of the tournament. Tries to backstab. In the end, betrays Goku and gets himself killed.
right after it, he's fucking got a halo above his head, and like the rest of the fucking season, he's chill with Goku.
No, he's dead. It's the show's over after that. Goku and Jiren fight, and then the show's over. Goku wins, says, "Bring everybody back. That's my wish." And then the show's over.
What show are you saying is over?
Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball ended at the end of Dragon Ball Super, and
So what's the
now
new shit that's going out right now?
I don't think there is one. They were talking about a Namekian movie. Like there's other Namekians in a faraway galaxy or in their twin galaxy or something. They're gonna go try and make contact with, but
I'm pretty sure it's still going continuously right now.
yeah, that's the movie Dragon Ball Super Hero, and
No, I'm pretty sure it's
that's the
still
newest one.
continuous right now.
No,
So you're telling me that I'm fully caught up on this shit?
Dragon Ball Super ended in 2018.
What's going on right now? I know that there's something coming out right now. Or maybe it's just getting dubbed.
Well, Dragon Ball Super is all the way dubbed because me and Haley watched the entire thing together over a year ago. Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
It came out in 2018, but how long
No,
did it?
it came out in 2015 and it ended in 2018. That Dragon Ball Super.
Oh my gosh. So I'm just tripping.
Yeah, I think
I
you're
thought
just
it went
making
on.
shit up.
Well, I thought that I hadn't caught up. Or that I.
You finished? Did you finish? Did you watch Jiren and Goku fight?
Yes.
And then the universe blew up?
Yes, and then he fucking
Wished
wished
everybody
for.
back?
Yeah.
And then that's
Who,
the end of the show.
Andrew fucking wished for everybody back?
Yeah, it's the end of the show.
Okay. Fuck. Well, alright. I thought that there was like one more season like after that shit. Not season. I thought that was like another whole like set of seasons fucking after that. Damn.
I'm seeing something called Super Dragon Ball Heroes, where the Z Fighters set out to rescue Trunks from a prison planet.
See, that sounds fucking gay. I don't know about all that.
I mean, it looks interesting, but I don't.
Did you watch the movie?
The newest movie?
Yeah,
No.
me neither.
Well, it
Some
looked
of
like shit. It looked like they animated it like a video game.
my buddy went and watched it and said it was fucking phenomenal, and that obviously Gohan's fucking new form was legit.
Yeah, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, which is the most recent thing, is a Japanese original net anime and promotional anime series for the card and video game of the same name. So, Dragon Ball Super is the most up to date, and it ended fucking 5 years ago.
All right, well, I'm tripping. Never mind then. But I still do think that I don't like the way that they do their friendship. Like I'm a villain and then I'm a fucking friend kind of shit.
But it doesn't happen very often. I mean, like, there's little stuff like
It literally happened with Trunks. It's literally every
Trunks was
single
never a
villain.
villain.
Yeah, well, he comes in and fucking attacks Goku. I'm not saying that he's a villain. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You're just fighting with me. Bro, everybody that comes in that you think is going to be an antagonist ends up being a friend. And then if they don't and they do end up being an antagonist, they fucking die.
Well, yeah, they kill the enemies, like, but that's the show. I don't think
Yeah,
it's I
like
don't
I
think
just
it's
feel
bad writing.
I don't think it's bad writing either. I'm not saying that it's bad writing. I'm saying that personally I feel like that they did that portion. I love Dragon Ball. I just feel like that portion annoys me. That portion I don't feel like they wrote well enough. Like I feel like he didn't have a grasp of what he really wanted to do. Like and also I feel like every character is annoying in Dragon Ball. Like I personally can deal with it, but like would I like recommend someone watch Dragon Ball? No. Like would you recommend to a friend that's like trying to get into anime, like, "Oh yeah, go watch Dragon Ball."
I
Like I
mean,
would, I would 100% recommend a friend to go watch Naruto, but I would not recommend a friend to go watch Dragon Ball because I would feel like they wouldn't
it
get
depends
a
on what
good
they are interested in. Like, if somebody says I like long, drawn out fights, I don't really care about like how good the plot is or not, and I want it to be a long show.
then which one would you recommend them because they're both that way?
I would exactly. I'd say both. I'd say there's Dragon Ball, there's Naruto. I mean, I haven't seen One Piece, but I'd throw One Piece out there. Like, One Piece is a really long anime. Haven't watched it, but I know they fight in it.
I have seen about maybe 50 episodes piece,
I haven't watched
and I
any of
really
it.
do wish I do like it. I do like it. And I know that like the first 50 episodes aren't even like the good ones. So like like I know if I like continued to watch them, I would like it for sure. It's
That would
just I can't put in the time, you know?
um to watch it.
Yeah, it's just I mean I can though. I can. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Like you always wish that animes were longer. Like you get these like one season animes and you're like, why the fuck did this happen? But then like you look at a anime that has like 1,000 episodes and you're like, okay, fuck that. Like me currently watching Naruto. I will be watching One Piece like I'm watching Naruto now, next. You know? But I can't be watching Naruto and One Piece at the same time. And
Well,
I
you
just
shouldn't do that anyways. You should
I got more interested in Naruto than I was One Piece.
um I just started watching Naruto, and I was watching it with Haley, and then I don't know, she just wasn't into it all of a sudden.
Naruto is definitely like it's so good in my opinion because I just really enjoy the emotions that Naruto has. like in
Oh,
the show.
I was feeling it at work. Like I started watching at work because I was bored and I ran out of podcasts, and I was getting in my feelings.
Dude, Naruto is so well written. Like when I think of a well written show, I think of Naruto. Like that's probably the most well written show I've watched so far. Like long show. I think it's more well written than Dragon Ball, in my opinion. Obviously, I
Um,
know that that's straight up just an opinion, but
I haven't seen enough of Naruto, but so far, maybe. I mean, it depends. Like,
well,
I don't know, cause I
Dragon
love
Ball,
Dragon Ball. Like, it has all that nostalgia.
which is also hard to compare because Naruto is definitely way newer than Dragon Ball.
Is it?
It like the first Dragon Ball was way before the first like Naruto. So you're still on Naruto, right? Like
Um,
you're on like the
the
first.
first show.
Yeah. See, I'm on Naruto Shippuden now, and I'm past like the pain arc and all that stuff. So now I'm like getting it, like I'm getting into the nitty gritty now, and it is so good.
The first episode of Naruto aired 2005, and the first episode of Dragon Ball aired in 1986.
I'm sorry, say that again.
The first episode of Naruto, like original little kid,
Yeah,
2005.
and Dragon Ball is 1986. Is what you said?
1986 was Kid Goku with the tail.
Exactly. So it's kind of hard to compare to. It's
Yeah,
kind
Dragon Ball, like,
it's
but
just
that
an old
that
show.
version of Dragon Ball,
Was so good. So good.
back then it was. Like, I don't think it has a rewatch value. But back then it was great for its time. Like
I would.
that show was all story. With yeah, there's still action and stuff, but like it was Goku going on an adventure. That was the show. And he's a knucklehead, so he ends up fighting shit the whole time.
I know it was fucking phenomenal. You don't have to tell me. See, that's the kind of like adventure show I want. Except for obviously, I'm super into fantasy too, so I'd like to have more of the like magic and stuff than like just martial arts. But
I'm telling you, you just gotta start.
I don't know.
Worst case scenario, you have a little bit more progress than you do right now.
These guys are fucking everywhere, dude.
Because what's gonna happen? Like even if you write the entire story and you leave out all of the dialogue, like it's not like you have to go to somebody and have it released. You just have it and then
You know,
that's it. Like
I had thought that I had watched all of Shippuden, but now that I'm like rewatching it, I've realized
there's a lot of not paying attention.
I watched all of Shippuden, not even close.
I do that sometimes. Like sometimes me and Haley will rewatch an anime and I'll be like, what the fuck episode is this?
And I don't even think I finished the pain arc. So now that I'm like past that, everything that I'm watching is new to me. So it's kind of cool. I can't hear you. Are you talking?
Hello?
Oh, shit. What were you saying this whole time? I literally could not hear you.
Um, I said you should just write the fucking story. Like worst case scenario.
Wait, could you not hear me either?
No, I could.
Oh, so I was just fucking talking over you? My
No,
bad.
it was like perfectly timed. Like I would talk and then you would talk, and you just kind of ignored that point, and I was like, okay.
Okay, yeah, like this dude
Um,
definitely is not listening to what I'm saying.
I said write, just write this, write it out, write the story out, because worst case scenario, you just have made more progress in writing the story. Like, it's not like if you start writing it, that it becomes like it's not gonna get released on its own. You know, if you say so and so said this and then he said this, you can sit on it for a year after you write that and then go, okay, that sucked. Or based off this new anime, I want to go more in the direction they are. Like, it has inspired me to change it a little bit. Until you have a final product that you love, and then if you want to, you can do something with it. But
I don't know, man.
I think you're too worried about it not being good enough right away that you're just never gonna do it.
What it is I have an idea in my head, and I know what I want, but that's all I want. Like, I just want to see it, you know? I don't want to write it. I'm not a writer. I don't want to fucking write. I don't like writing. I'm not a fan of writing.
So
I
this
just
is
want to, I'm a consumer. I'm a full-on consumer, and all I want is someone to make this anime so I can watch it. You know what I'm saying?
The enemy controls 2 objectives. Friendly SAE launched.
And what sucks is that even if that did happen, it wouldn't be as good to me because I already know everything that's gonna happen, you know? Like,
um
I just want someone to have a good, like, put out a good anime again. Like, I just feel like there hasn't been phenomenal anime recently, and it's just upsetting.
pull
It's
up
very,
Discord real quick.
I am in Discord.
We're taking Alpha.
Throwing sticky. Flash, thermite, take cover. You didn't see me coming, did ya?
We're losing Alpha. Objective Alpha is compromised. Get it back. We're losing Charlie. We've got him on the run. Keep it up.
What did you tell me to pull this up for?
Pull up our messages, like just between you and me, like the direct messages. I went in Chat GPT and I just asked it. I just said,
Enemy securing Bravo.
write me dialogue between 2 characters named Fang and Buck while they fight a monster on one of their adventures. There's no detail. So this is super generic.
Mission compromised. We've been defeated.
See, I can probably think of fighting dialogue, and I can make it way better than that. But I'm saying, what dialogue I don't know what to do with. I keep on saying dialogue. I don't know how to create dialogue based off of a certain personality. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I wouldn't be able to write a Sasuke character and a Naruto character conversating with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, two completely different personalities conversating with each other.
Um, I told you this last time. Write the characters, like write a character synopsis. So, okay, this character is
I was just telling you that I'm not a writer. I don't want to write. Like, I'm not gonna write this story. It's not happening.
I really
I'm
want you to though.
But I'm just not a writer. I don't enjoy writing. Like it's not something I love to do. Like these people who do it, like they have a passion for it.
Have
I
you
don't have a
tried writing?
Yeah, I've written stuff like for
But
school.
like this is something that you're passionate about. You like anime. You're a fan of the medium.
Yeah, but I'm a consumer of it. Like I'm not a I
But
don't
yeah,
wa-
because you've never tried writing. Like,
It's not that I've never tried it. I mean,
have you
I've
tried
wrote
writing a light novel?
I've written plots. I've never tried writing dialogue and like coming up with, different personalities and all that. No. I just don't I honestly don't even know how I would start doing it. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, you have your
Also,
plot, so you know.
I just get frustrated and I don't enjoy it. Like
Um, well, you gotta start at the beginning. Like, what's the backstory of the main character?
what is this bullshit that we're playing right now?
This is the new map, just because if you ask me, it sucks less than the other standard maps, and it's just a mix of game modes. I'm trying to get my guns leveled up. Not well,
Um,
get them gold.
so you already know the backstory, but I mean I can say it again.
Say it,
So
say it for
okay,
stream, so we can get
okay.
an actual
So
author to come write this fucking story.
this is straight up from the very beginning. We'll do this. All right. So the story of the world is right. This world was in chaos, just straight up fucking done for, and it is a fairy tale world. It's I mean it's straight up fantasy. And the joke behind the world would be that there was a hero summoned, and he did save this world, and he is only but the story's not about him at all. And this is after the fact that the world is saved. But he is a part of the story. And the way that I was going to make him a part of the story was, he and the king of this nation are looking down pretty much on this, like from a top perspective on this story. And they're watching Fang because Fang's parents were both at some point a part of the hero's party when he was saving the world. So Fang's parents, that brings me to them. Fang's parents are two adventurers from an adventuring guild that both died as Fang was being born. So the way that that would happen is, so they are protecting. So I already have like the world map, but they're protecting the city from. There's like a desert on the world map, and inside that desert is where demons and fucking all different types of fucking baddies are, right? Like strong. Like this is like one of the harder portions of like if it was like a game, this would be like the more advanced part of the map.
Right now, what you're saying, you're kind of describing an anime already.
Huh?
This,
What anime is this even close to?
I'm seeing parallels between your story and another anime. Not that it's one for one.
Which anime though?
Um, well, when you
Tell me,
said
I want to watch it like right now. I'll fucking drop this and start watching it right now.
just
What is?
let me pull it up.
But anyway, uh, his so pretty much what happened, right, is his parents are a part of this hero's party, but they're done with it now. Okay, now they're just back to being normal adventurers. They have the fame and glory, and they're leading a squad to this nation that's beside this desert because the demons are attacking said nation. Um, and this nation is home to beastkin of the wolf nature, so wolf beastkin, and they're stationed out of this little town that these beasts can like run. And the mom of Fang finds out that she is pregnant. But they're on a mission, like they're on this like long, you know, 10-year mission or whatever, and she finds out she's fucking pregnant. So, sorry, I'm getting lost fucking playing this video game at the same time. So she stays in the village. She stays back in the village while the you know medical team is taking care of her in this village, and she gets to know the village elder pretty well because obviously they're protecting them. So the village elder is like kind of really tight with her mom, with his mom, and you know they're doing their thing while the dad is still out fighting these demons. Well, the demons push him back pretty much all the way back to, you know, the village. And he runs back and tells the village elder like, "Hey, I'm going out here and I'm gonna do something about this. Like I'm gonna make sure that they do not get any further." But it's basically him and like 10 dudes left in this whole fucking platoon. So he goes out there and he fucking saves the day, guys, right?
Naturally.
And the reason that he dies is because even though that the hero has taken care of like the demon lord or whatever, still like tons of demon generals, and like this guy just a regular fucking adventurer. He's not like fucking insane, but he was a part of the hero's party at one time, so he is like he's got like the fame, but like he's not anything fucking crazy. He's strong for an adventurer, but he's not the fucking hero, right? So he's gonna die if he like runs into fucking 2 generals of the fucking demon army. So he fucking dies, but he, you know, fights gallantly and fucking saves the day. Well, news gets back to the village. She's given birth, and just between like the fucking sadness of losing her fucking husband and childbirth without any fucking crazy medical knowledge in this beastkin village, she dies giving childbirth to Fang. Well, the village elder decides that he's gonna raise Fang himself and keeps him in the village, all that stuff, right? The first book, so that's like this first like couple pages that would be like explaining all that, right?
Okay.
Explaining why Fang is in this village. But then the first actual like book will be all about how, you know, Fang grew up in this village and he's learning from these beastkin how to fight, how to, you know, fucking do daily chores, fucking.
Yeah, that was just the preface to the story.
Yeah, that was, you know, how Fang ended up there. But Fang is being told about his parents and, you know, how they were these amazing people his whole life. And after the first book would be like when he's of age to actually like go off on his own, and he wants to be an adventurer like his parents, and the story will be how Fang became the greatest adventurer ever. But it's just an adventure. Like he's still not the hero. Like the hero would still like, you know, kick his butt, fucking like it's not like he's OP, he's not overpowered. It's just how he became a freaking phenomenal adventurer that has like these amazing tasks under his belt, and he doesn't save the world or anything by any means, but he's just fucking being an adventurer and being a good one at that. And I think that would be just a phenomenal story to fucking follow. Like I just don't like I don't want like this overpowered fucking character that is just insanely cool, fucking cliche and just bullshit. I mean, it's just gonna be fucking Fang, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Fucking this guy.
there's not an anime that's exactly like that, but it sounded like you were describing an anime. There's a few like similarities. But
Okay, what's the anime name?
it like some of that stuff lined up with Mushoku Tensei.
Which
Job.
one's that?
It's called
Jobless
Jobless
Reincarnation?
Reincarnation. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't see the similarities at all, but I mean, I don't.
Well, the way you were describing, like all the evil, all the bad stuff, the demons are in the desert. They're trying to defend from the desert. Like that's in Jobless Reincarnation.
Their demons in the desert aren't fucking bad people though. They're just normal fucking people.
Well, as far as they're concerned, they are. That's what they think.
No, okay, so the way that the demons would work in this, there's gonna be intelligent and non-intelligent demons. And or yeah. So pretty much like non-intelligent demons are like all over the fucking place, right? Like they're like these it's what the adventurers would like fight as like a, C D rank adventurer. It's just like in the woods, some fucking
Skeleton or
hog
something.
has turned into like this demonic kind of being, fucking has mana. So
Demon
this
pig.
they have to go kill this fucking hog before it like wrecks a village, you know? So like there's like demons like that, and then there's like actual intelligent demons who are like the demons that create said like monsters. And those demons are like a part of like the fucking demon lord's army, which all are like stationed in like the desert, which is the desert of this place. I fucking still don't know what I want to call it, but like something like I don't know. I still don't fucking know. But anyway, like this desert is like where pretty much the demons like fucking station themselves, kind of away from society because no one's fucking living in the desert. There's not desert people in this fucking world.
I only need 3 more guns gold.
I don't know. Like I said, that's like rough plot, but the first book I would want it to be like him growing up in said village and then him being able to go out on his own at like 14, 15. He goes and he tries out for like the fucking academy in the thing in the nation, in like the big nation, right? And when he goes to try out for said academy, um like the hero and the king of that nation kind of see like, oh, okay, this is their son. Fucking uh then like, he gets accepted into said academy, fucking do a whole academy arc, graduates the academy, goes and he tries to be an adventurer at the adventuring guild that his parents were from. Starts out low rank, fucking works his way up through the ranks. That'd be like the third book. I'd like to do like a caveat to all of that to where um the like fourth or maybe even fifth uh
Domination.
like arc would be the dungeon arc. And pretty much, so the king or the hero of this nation, right?
Uh-huh.
After he like defeated the demon lord's army, he put together a tower, and like this tower is like 110 floors of just fucking, you have to fight through like these demons, and like they get harder, like the denser the mana becomes going towards the top, harder fucking monsters spawn.
Makes sense.
And there would be like a whole arc where him and his party that he develops run through this dungeon for a whole season.
What's the point of the dungeon?
Training. So it's literally for training. So
There's nothing at the end.
huh? Oh, no. So you get, so at every you would get your, you know, new armor, or said, you know, you open a chest, you get a fucking random piece of equipment, whatever, right? It's for training and development of the nation's adventurers. So pretty much the nation benefits from getting all of these monsters drops and fucking all that stuff. That that the adventurers would sell to, you know, said fucking shops or whatever. So the nation gets a benefit of having an abundance of all these materials.
And is that why
Pay
the
the adventurers for it.
is that why the
Yeah.
old king made the tower?
That is why the king agrees to make the tower, but the hero wants to create the tower because he wants to train up the next generation of adventurers and have them be strong enough to, you know, prepare them for maybe another, you know, demon lord coming.
What
Just keep them,
and what
you know, ready.
where do the demons come from? Or how are they stalking the fish in the lake?
So, like I said, so the way that so I didn't explain this very well, but the way that it works is demons put off like a kind of, I guess you would call it like a miasma. So these demons put off like a miasma through like their sheer density of mana. And through that, demons spawn. So basically, you know, just random demons spawning, like non-intelligent demons spawning, is from like an intelligent demon being around, you know? So like let's say like an intelligent demon like sets up a base in the middle of a forest. Around them would start spawning non-intelligent demons.
So what the
There are no demons around. There's still like a set like miasma around that would spawn very little demons.
that could
Like-
over
like-
time get strong enough to summon their own?
No,
'Cause
kind of like
I'm wondering, like, if you and me are characters in the story, and we run through the dungeon and we kill every demon on every floor, it
it respawn because there's a demon general locked up at the top of the fucking floor.
we can't kill him.
No, you don't kill him.
So what? He's just
He's
chilling up there.
He is, well, he is just fucking chained up, locked up in there, fucking for all eternity. Just fucking respawning demons for us to train on.
It's kind of fucked up.
100%.
Taking twisted.
100%. So, in the next upcoming arcs of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, you're gonna see a concept like this, pretty much. So pretty much, this concept did come from this arc of the manga, or of the light novel from That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime. I just really liked it, and then they just fucking bypassed it, bro. Like, they bypassed the fuck out of this arc, and it really annoyed me. So, Rimuru creates this labyrinth of, like, it's basically a huge tower in his city that adventurers can come to and, you know, train on. And basically, the benefit is that they get, you know, the materials that they're gonna sell, and then the, you know, the host nation sells like potions and all kinds of like gear to like get you through the you know, dungeon to you, and then now you have to, you know, buy all that stuff. The nation profits a shit ton from doing this, right? And all they have to do is trap a demon up at the top to fucking give you something to kill. So, the way Rimuru does it, though, he puts Veldora at the top, and Veldora fucking spawns all the shit. But I like the fucking idea, and they literally just fucking, like, they didn't even create an arc of it. Like, they literally just Like it was a portion of another arc, and it barely fucking got mentioned, and then it was done. And then they kind of use it for the next battle, but it's like completely different. I don't know. It would have been a lot cooler if they would have went further in detail on the labyrinth, but whatever. I like the idea. I think it was like a super uh what do you call it?
I'm sneezing so much. Um, while you've been explaining that, I've been talking to Chat GPT,
Mhm.
and it has explained that there's ghost writing services and ghostwriting agencies that specialize specifically in writing. Oh, I just got a fucking quad kill quick scoping.
Like
I'm about to
fucking
save phase.
cliches.
Well, I don't know if it's the cliches, but it just said like, there's, if you want something specifically created, there's a service, there's agencies that have a bunch of writers that will write a story to your liking based on your budget and your timeline. So I'm going to look a couple of these up and see if they have like a price per page or something.
Dude, I have
Because
this shit. But yeah, pretty much that's where I got the idea from. But instead of like locking up a dragon up there, you just fucking, which I guess it could be something like that. Like there's gonna be like dragons and stuff that are like super fucking powerful. Like you could put them on the top floor. Fucking just have like a normal ass fucking dragon up there, like a fire dragon.
you gotta have something up there to fight. You can't just get to the top floor and be like, ah, the general's bedroom door's locked. Let's leave.
There would obviously be like something to fight, but it would have to be respawnable. So, but well, it really doesn't have to be respawnable, honestly, because no one's gonna fucking, no one's supposed to reach all the way up there, you know? Like it's supposed to get very, very difficult towards the top.
Yeah, well,
You fucking
after
get to the top and the hero's just sitting there like, all right, have fun.
after the hero clears the dungeon, we're not
Sure
really
have.
gonna talk about or hear from the dungeon.
No, the hero doesn't. The hero built the dungeon. He doesn't.
Well,
defeat
Fang's the
the
hero now. That's
No,
what I
Fang
meant.
is not a hero. Fang is just
The
an
adventurer.
adventurer.
Whatever. If he clears the dungeon, we're not gonna like. That's in the past now. That's background.
Okay.
You know.
I'm probably about to hop off because I gotta take a massive shit. So I'm hopping off after this one, and I got fucking company coming over. So. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided exactly how that would all go. Not that it's even ever gonna get written, but
What do you mean? There's ghostwriting agencies. If it's a reasonable price to get one like light novel wrote.
what does that mean? Ghostwriting agency.
Imagine you just explain that whole story to me, and I go, okay. And in 3 months, I mail you a printed copy, like with a cover and illustration. Like here's that book you asked for. I wrote it based on all the information you gave me. You owe me $3,000 now, or whatever. You know, I don't know what the pricing is, but you like musicians. They say, I want a song about me and my ex who broke up. He did this, and then somebody writes a song with those details for this person with their music style in mind, and then they keep it and like I paid you for a product, so you wrote it, but it's mine now, and I get the royalties and all this shit. Like, Benny Blanco wrote a lot of songs for other artists. He's a ghost writer.
So like fucking
I don't know. He wrote like a
like
Katy
Ed
Perry
Sheeran
song.
fucking ghostwriting.
You know,
Alright, well, I have to go take a massive shit, so I'll see you later.
all right.
Good talking to you.